Hi, I'm Nate, and you're watching Photolearningism. I wanted to get into analytics and video performance for YouTube video uploading and to show you some of the free mechanics that are behind there. I'm not going to touch on the creator dashboard within YouTube, but there are other free resources that I really wanted to highlight which give you more extensibility for that stuff. It's called VideoAmigo. Let's look at it. Okay, so once again, I'm Nate. This is Photolearningism. If this is your first time joining in, I do a lot of work on this channel to surface free and cheap tools for your art experience. I'm coming at this as a photographer and as a digital artist, but really this is meant to be applicable for really anybody in the art field, the digital art field, looking to get into open source and, again, cheap and free tools. And I'm looking to build a learning community where we can share our knowledge and help each other grow and just be aware of the fantastic communities that are out there and strengthen ourselves together. So that's the purpose here. I really wanted to get in again to VideoAmigo. So if you're in the kind of the game of YouTube and you're trying to dig into what the performance is like out there, you can check out the creator dashboard within YouTube, and there are some really cool things in there. There's also a lot of free tools that extend that capability, and you can learn a bit more about what's going on, and I wanted to touch on VideoAmigo. This is a free tool. A link will be in the description below. It's online based, and it does update in semi-real time depending on the thing you're looking at, and some things are in development. I'll caution you, not everything is fully functional yet, but again, this is free. It's more insight so you can see how things are going if you're curious to kind of see the stories. They call them stories in this tool of how things are going. Among the more valuable things that I found on this site so far, the things that are live, I'll just touch on some of these, are the applause rates. And what this is looking at is by video, your like rate. How well it's been liked against the other metrics. That can be telling because that tells what people are compelled to like. That can give you a direction as to, well, they really favorably responded to this or not so favorably in other areas. It can give you some metrics as to what possibly to expound on, what topics or concepts that you may want to build on. Another interesting thing that I found is the growth storyteller. This is interesting because you can break this down by a lot of different timetables. Not every tool has that yet, but you can kind of see your growth and start digging into the stories that are being told by the content you're updating. So there's a few ways to break that down and see what's going on. You may run into this with some of these, that the data is not there yet. Sometimes it has to be compiled. So just be aware that it's not, all the data is not already compiled and it's not already here. You may run into that. Sometimes you'll run into a tool and it says, oh, well, we need time if you really want this, so you can ask for it. But again, this is free. You can't really complain. So get from what you will. But those two things are really cool. There's a ton of stuff on here that you can dig into. I won't go through everything because we'll just get lost in it. But I would encourage you to check these out. These are all different sections that you can have a look at. Anything that says live is up right now. It should be offering you some kind of data. These up here do work as well. They're worth taking a look at and seeing what's available. There's some very interesting things that are out there. There was another one here I wanted to look at, which is the competition storyteller. This is pretty cool. It will compare you against people that are in a similar category. VideoAmigo looks at the kind of content that's being created and attempts to group them together, because it's really not a fair comparison to take yourself against the entirety of YouTube and say, well, I rank here, because everybody's making different topics. Everybody's talking on different things. Some people are going to be looking at areas of interest. Some people are going to be vlogging. Some people are going to be doing technical tutorials and descriptions and reviews. So VideoAmigo attempts to group those things into like content and then generate this kind of ranking mechanism based on those, which is really helpful. If you're really curious, you can dig through the where I am here, and I happen to fall in slot number 22 based on views. That's very interesting to see, because that gives me a picture of where I am based on all that content and category. And yeah, I'm probably it's going to be a long time before I start to get on National Geographic's radar. I'm believing I'm going to get there someday with all your support. Thank you so much for all that. But right now, I'm down here. So that's not to say that, you know, this is a bad place to be. I am so grateful for all the support and for all the feedback that I've gotten from all of you. I don't want to make it sound like, oh, geez, you know, this is all we've done. We've done amazing things together. This is awesome. So I don't want to paint the picture that this is discouraging or whatever. This is where I am. We're growing. We're growing together. All right. So that was the competition storyteller. Really cool. Another one of these things on the top here is under influencer marketplaces, the vital statistics. I went through and I did this. This will look kind of similar to the YouTube piece because it gives you the high level details of, you know, the hard numbers here. But as you start to step through, again, you see some very interesting things. You start to see the cadence of when you've posted things. It gives you kind of a quickie graph of how your growth again looks. You can do that by views, monthly views, subscribers. Again, the really cool piece of all this, though, is finding out your overall competition. Where do you fall into that? Overall, considering all the pieces with views and all the content and interest, I'm number 26 by my categorization. Again, not a bad place to be. It's just interesting to see, and it gives you a picture of where you are. So, totally worthwhile, totally worth taking the few seconds it takes to get signed up and get into this. I've been looking at this since September, and it's really interesting to get this view of it, to kind of get the competition end of this. It's free, and it will give you some more direction as to what kinds of content you can be generating to speaking and resonating with your audience. So have a look. Again, a link in the description. Go check it out and have fun. I sincerely hope this is helpful. It was really helpful to me to see and encouraging to me. Come back, join the conversation, leave a comment. Let me know if this was helpful. And of course, subscribe so you can find out about the free tools like this that are fantastic and part of the growing communities that are out there. I really want you to be a part of all the exciting things that are coming out in the art technology field. I'm Nate. This is Photolearningism. Thank you so much. We'll see you again soon.